Good evening everyone, Nibbler here again with another Nightcap Note. This evening I'd like to talk about Blantons single barrel Kentucky Straight Bourbon Special Reserve. It comes in a very interestingly shaped bottle and has this very ornate stopper, a horse with a jockey. And it also has a lot of interesting information on the label. For example, it says, each bottle is recorded with the Master Register at Blanton Distilling Company. This registered bottle number is 249. And over here it says, this bourbon whiskey dumped on the 18th of January from barrel number 508, stored in warehouse, I can't read that, on rick number 35, individually selected, filtered and bottled by hand at 80 proof. So it's saying a lot of stuff. Let's hope the stuff is worth following up on. Now, by my understanding, Blantons is distilled at Buffalo Trace. And those of you who've been following my channel would know that I did a review of Buffalo Trace bourbon. And would also remember all those things I said about bourbon. Had to be made in the US to be bourbon, had to be in New Oak straight, meant that it was at least 2 years, and Kentucky, distilled in Kentucky. Well, this answers all of those. This has really got a bright copper colour. Lovely, beautiful, looks really good. And on the nose, I've got sweet vanilla and caramel, and honey, and some spices. I'm not always very good at identifying spices, but probably there's some nutmeg in there. Smells good. Oh, that is luscious. Luscious and delicious. And smooth as. There's rich toffee, and it's salivating and makes your mouth water, wanting more. And there's a really interesting battle going on there between corn and rye. The harshness is not probably the right word, but that hardness of the rye and the sweetness of the corn, it's a really complex combination of the two. There are hints of coffee on the finish, and it's a really nice whiskey. It's lovely stuff, goes down a treat. As I said earlier, I like the Buffalo Trace, and I think this is probably the next step up. I'm no bourbon expert, but maybe, to quote Jack Nicholson from one of his movies, maybe this is as good as it gets. Cheers. I like it.